Now, in the lovely state of Kansas, believe it or not, here and there you'll find a tree surrounded by a little bit of grass, a little beauty spot that sort of helps relieve that flat monotony. Now, in one of these oases, there lived a little squirrel. And he was lighthearted and carefree and gay. And every once in a while, he'd stop to ponder on his luck, and he'd smile, he'd rub his little paws together, and he'd say, green leaves, green limbs, green grass and cool winds, and best of all, there's plenty of nuts. Oh, boy, I'm lucky. I'll say I'm lucky. Gee, I'm glad that I was born in Kansas. But the lovely state of Kansas was blasted by a drought. And to this day, no one knows the cause. Our little friend the squirrel was very much down in the mouth. He'd sit all day and rub those helpless little paws. No more was he lighthearted, carefree, and gay. He sat in silent misery, the picture of despair, and every once in a while you'd hear him say, bare limbs, dry leaves, brown grass and hot winds, and worst of all, no nuts. Am I blue? Am I blue? I guess I'm going to have to get out of Kansas, that's all. Well, suddenly through Kansas a terrible cyclone roared, carrying the dust as black as night. Picked up the little squirrel and northward he soared in the beginning of a long cross-country flight. He fell in Minnesota. And by a miracle, he landed in a stack of new-mown hay. Got up, took a look around, shook himself, smiled. I heard him say, green leaves, green limbs, green grass and cool winds. And best of all, there's plenty of nuts. Oh, boy, I'm lucky. I'll say I'm lucky. Gee, I'm glad that I got out of Kansas. But early next morning, before he was awake, a picnic party camped nearby. Our little friend the squirrel lay sleeping in the hay so tired he never even winked an eye. Well, the lady in that party began to feel that certain urge, you know, that call of nature that won't stand for any delay. So she seized an opportunity, and holding her breath, she ran like hell for the squirrel's stack of hay. So she assumed that certain inimitable feminine posture above the little squirrel, who awoke just barely in time, took a look. I heard him say, what's this? Bare limbs, brown grass, hot winds, and worst of all, no nuts. Am I blue? Am I blue? How the hell did I get back to Kansas?